Hey guys, I know I haven't been posting, but I wanted to upload a Halloween tutorial and I chose this pink glittery skull. I think it's really pretty and it's great for last minute Halloween ideas. So if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so to start I'm using the Supra Color palette by Crayolan and I'm picking this pink shade and putting it with a precision brush by Sigma all over my lid, creating sort of a circle. I'm also taking it up to my brows and really low my lower lash line because I'm creating the hollows of the eyes of the skull. Needless to say guys that I started with my foundation done. Use a long wearing foundation and also my favorite concealer. So just use what works for you. I just wanted to create a little bit of contour to have guidelines. With the same product and same brush, I'm doing sort of the base of the mouth, just the teeth that we're gonna create. I'm setting everything with the color Savage from the Electric palette from Urban Decay. I know this is discontinued, so use any palette you have. Also guys, you can create this skull with any color scheme you want. Using eyeshadow is not only gonna ensure that the Supra color won't move, it will also give dimension, and that's what we need to create a great skull. To contour the entire face, I'm gonna use the blush by Cargo Cosmetics in the shade Ibiza and a contour brush by MAC. So I'm not only putting this product where I put usually bronzer, I'm also putting it in every place that I place the Supra color to give even more dimension, because we're gonna go color after color to get a build up of different shades of pink and lilac and purple. I'm also gonna contour my throat and create sort of a shadow on my throat and my collarbone. This way you can take it as low as you want and use just a tube dress or a tube top and it will look beautiful. For this I used a MAC brush and a blush from Clinique. The shade is Plum Pop. The reason why I'm putting all these colors is just to give dimension, and we just want to be creative. It's gonna look ugly until it doesn't anymore. Now I'm grabbing another brush and the shade Urban, and I'm going through the same parts that I used the pink shade, and I'm also blending it and smoking it out. You can see here that it doesn't have to be perfect and it's not gonna look pretty until it does. So you have to just smoke it and smoke it. And I'm also putting it in the hollows of the eyes. And what I'm using for this is just a big blending brush like the E40 by Sigma, but this is one from MAC. And on the same places where I placed the Cargo blush Ibiza, I'm also gonna put a little bit with the same blending brush that I'm using right now on my forehead and other places, because I don't want my face to look white or my skin color. I want it to be a pink skull. I'm also putting it on the sides of my nose to give depth and dimension, and on my throat to give color dimension also. With a more precise and small brush, I'm gonna create sort of the hollows and start to do the mouth or the bones of the mouth. Also surrounding the eyes, this is gonna give depth. I also created the nose shape, and I'm putting even more hollows on my forehead. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical, but when you're doing the teeth, what's gonna be the teeth, try to do it on the same place on either side of your face. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but make it similar. To make everything more black, I'm gonna use the same black eyeshadow but a fluffier brush like the E40 by Sigma, and I'm gonna just diffuse the black eyeshadow, and I'm also gonna put a little bit on my lips and on my chin. This will give more dimension, and you will see at the end how everything looks put together. Remember that the teeth and the dimension of the teeth is the most important thing of the skull. So now we're going to create the teeth. For this, the first thing I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Brio and a lip brush. And what I'm doing is just creating the first base of the teeth. And after I'm done with that, I'm gonna use the same brush, but now the ABH liquid lipstick in the shade Blush. And you can see how this gives dimension. I'm also putting both colors surrounding my eyes in certain places. This doesn't have to be exactly the same on each eye. And I'm also cracking my forehead, so this will give the skull a realistic sort of look. I'm also shading everything with white, so you will see here that I'm using a more detailed brush for my teeth, and I'm creating sort of pointy ends or pointy sides so that it looks creepier and more perfect. When you put white on top of these colors, the other colors are still there, so it will give a pinky more dimension to the skull, and it will make it look prettier. For me, this is a cute look. I know it's not sexy cute, but it's still cute because it's a pink neon skull. Now to give even more depth and definition to the teeth, I'm using the same brush that I used to put the white on, and the Tarte Taste eyeliner. This is the clay eyeliner by Tarte. What I'm doing is just shading in between the white, and then I'm setting that with a little bit of eyeshadow, but I'm pulling it up to give even more shadow and creepy effect. You can see how this makes the look more put together, and you can sort of see the bony side of the structure of the teeth. I also put a little bit of pink again, Rio, and then I'm creating more realistic and more square teeth. Remember that it's all about the layers. And now I'm filling my nose with the same eyeliner, and I'm also shading the hollows of the eyes. Here I was thinking that the eyes look too pink and they needed more darkness and to look more hollow. So I'm grabbing the same black eyeshadow from the Lorac 3 palette, and I'm using a blending brush and creating even more depth. And then I'm grabbing a mixture of Urban, Jilted, and Savage from the Electric palette with the same blending brush, and I'm just shading everything that doesn't have that much shading. You can see here how it's coming together, and I'm also setting again in my eyes, putting a little bit of white. You just have to be creative, because the more dimension you give to the look, the more realistic it's gonna get. Here I thought that the chin didn't look that interesting, so I just created a line showing the shape, gave a little bit of highlight to the hollow of the nose, and of course I used a black eyeliner to line my water line, the upper and the lower. And then I'm creating sort of more of a separation between the teeth, the upper and lower teeth, with a black eyeliner. And now I'm grabbing different shades of the Urban Decay eyeliner and just using it to give even more depth and create more detail in the eye look. Now I'm grabbing an Urban Decay eyeliner. This is a glitter eyeliner, and I'm putting it on the white parts of the teeth, on the eyelids, and this will give just sort of a more glam and beautiful look. And now I'm grabbing the shade Sea Siren by Stila, and I'm highlighting a lot of places like my chin, my nose, my eyelids, and also creating highlight in places where I don't have any pink color or pink shading. And this will make the look even prettier and more girly. And on top of the chin, I'm gonna put Sunset Cove, which is another Stila glitter, and I'm blending it with my finger, and I'm also putting it in the places where you highlight, and I'm also highlighting the cracks on my forehead and the places of my forehead that don't have any product. And you can see how this looks super pretty and highlighted, and it sort of promotes the fantasy. I'm also putting it at the ends of the teeth and on the sides behind my contour, and just at the end of the teeth. This will give a more dimensional look. And I'm also grabbing a black liner and recreating the hollows of the eyes and putting more black where I lost it. And now I'm mixing again Jilted, Urban, and Savage to create even more definition on the throat. And grabbing the black eyeliner, I'm creating sort of a awful throat, to be honest, but this will just give me the base. And with the Lorac 3 palette and the black eyeshadow, I'm just shading everything. Now I'm using Prismatic Amethyst by Becca and putting it on top of the glitter to make this even more highlighty in places where I don't have any color, also like between my eyebrows. I thought that the eyes didn't look creepy enough, so I grabbed a little bit of black and smoked my eyes, and then grab a little bit of Urban and shaded the sides of my nose to make it more tiny, because I'm supposedly dead without a nose. Now going back to the throat, I grab a Jumbo Eye Pencil by NYX in the shade Oyster, and I'm just sort of shaping in the same places where I use the black. This will give more dimension on every part of the neck. And then I'm grabbing black eyeshadow and putting it in between the places that I put the eyeliners. And then on top of that, I'm using Sea Siren to make it glittery, and I'm also putting it on my bones to make it pop. You can use as much glitter as you want on your body. I just knew that I was gonna shower after, so I didn't need to make it so dramatic. And that's it, guys. This is the finished look. If you recreate it, please tag me. If you liked it, then give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hit the notification bell so that you can be part of the family. And leave a comment below telling me what video do you want to see next. And that's it, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.